We are live. Hello, hello, friends. I'm super excited to come on in here live and share with you some of the biggest changes that I have noticed in the world of freelancing, being a social media manager, a funnel builder, a copywriter, whatever it is that you do and provide services for as a freelancer. A lot has changed in 2022. As we all know, the world has been absolutely changed, transformed, rocked, however you want to put it. But today I am here to share with you 10 super important things that you need to know about finding clients in 2022 because it's definitely changed. So, as you get here, say hello in the comments and let me know what type of services you offer. And we're going to dive on in. One quick thing, real fast. My name is Rachel Peterson. I'm a social media strategist. And one really cool thing is that I don't teach anything that I don't do. So I'm also a freelancer. We work with kind of more of a clockwork model, a la Mike Michalowic's book Clockwork. So it's kind of like a glorified freelancership, and I love it. We've done multiple seven figures specifically in freelancing that doesn't include anything with our education. And I think that's really important to know. I'm also a mom of three and a really proud wife. But let's dive on into 10 things you need to know about finding clients in 2022, because I guarantee this is going to support you so much with your business growth this year. All right, number one, clients are not sold easily. They need to see a track record, proof that you can actually move the needle. One of the single fastest ways to do this is to lead with value. Sometimes people will say, "Hey Rachel, I really don't know how much value I can give for free on, TikTok or YouTube or in groups." And I'm going to straight up tell you today, you can give it all totally for free. The truth is, clients want to see how much you know, but also how much you are willing to share. They want to see, does this person actually demonstrate that they have the skills, the capabilities to provide me what I'm looking for? So if you've ever heard, like, hold back your best stuff, hold back your IP, no, 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 no. The more you give, the more you will grow. It's a game changer. Number two, clients are more and more valuing face to face. I think we're all just kind of craving and valuing face to face. Oh, by the way, if number one spoke to you, feel free to drop a one in the chat. So, number two, clients and all of us are starting to value a lot more face to face. And while that's really difficult to do, especially when we're working with clients in a different state or in a different country altogether, we can get them on Zoom calls with video to still feel that face to face connection, even if we can't necessarily be in person. Plus, it also builds up the parasocial relationship, which I could dive deep into, but we'll talk about that another day. So drop a two if that one relates to you. Number three, and this one's interesting, clients have less patience for mistakes. So there are two ways that I want to support you with working through some of the issues that can come up. Now, to be super clear, super honest, super transparent, we all make mistakes, me included. There's not a single person out there who doesn't make mistakes. And there are two ways that you can prevent this from turning into a catastrophic event. Number one, be sure to share a how we work. And in your how we work document, you can add clauses for what to do when there's mistakes so that the client doesn't just blow up your phone at midnight all of a sudden. And number two, have a plan internally that you can share with your clients about how to fix mistakes. Drop a three if that one is for you. Number four, clients are more and more looking for you to lead by example. And this is what I've seen a lot of freelancers, me included, really avoid in years past. But the truth is, clients are wanting to see that you lead by example. So, one of the things that I've recommended most freelancers begin doing is making themselves their own client first so that the client can see, this is the type of copy that I write. This is what Instagram growth looks like. This is what consistency looks like. And they can really and truly kind of get a feel for the quality of work that you put out there. That's a change from the past. It's very, very, very interesting. Number five, by the way, drop a four if that one is resonating deeply for you. Number five, clients have become increasingly nervous. People are nervous of getting scammed. People are nervous about freelancers dipping and ghosting and disappearing and taking their IP. Like it's a real concern, but especially in a world that's gone increasingly remote, it can be really difficult to know who to trust. So, a simple way to prevent this is reply within your business hours as quickly as you can. Don't make your client have to always come to you for everything. Proactively get ahead of them with sending reporting, sending updates, staying in touch with them so they don't ever have to wonder, hey, what the heck is that one freelancer doing? They know where you're at, what you're working on, etc. Drop a 5 if that one relates to you. Now, before we get to the final 5, because there's 10 fantastic points that are going to support you in 2022, I want to share with you, we put together a fantastic accelerator for freelancers. It's 100% free. There's not even an upsell that's optional in the funnel. If you want to learn how to turbocharge your client attraction, which is pretty darn exciting if you ask me, we put together an entire accelerator. It's a 5-day accelerator. There will be limited replays, but anyone who's a freelancer can jump on in and get value from this completely for free. It will actually be live, and that is my Freelancer Success Accelerator. So I will drop the link to it now. If you'd like, you can RSVP because we kick off pretty soon, which is really, really exciting. All right, number 6. By the way, drop a 5 if that one had related to you. Number 6. Clients have become increasingly demanding as well. And I want to be super honest about that because the truth is, I feel like a lot of people have less patience for slower ramp ups. And this is one that definitely affected me. I'm a kind of like a slower ramp up person as I get to know a brand. So, one of the things that can be really important is to make sure that you're sending a how we work so that your clients know where you communicate, how you communicate, when you communicate, and what actually defines an emergency. So it's not midnight on Thanksgiving and they suddenly are like blowing up your phone saying, we need to plan a Black Friday deal tonight. Stay up a couple more hours. Let's do it. Okay. Not going to happen. All right. And by the way, I'm speaking from experience that actually happened with me with a client. And sure enough, next morning I brainstormed their offer and helped them to launch their marketing on Black Friday. I do not recommend that. Instead, have your how we work and make it clear what your business boundaries are. Drop a 6 if that one relates to you. I feel like that one almost like hits a little too close to home, if that makes sense. Number 7, clients are increasingly skeptical, especially when you're charging high ticket prices. So, one of the single greatest shifts that you can make in all of your marketing and prospecting is to give, give, give with an open palm. Now, the thing about giving with an open palm is it truly means that you don't expect anything in return. So, you put your hand out, you give, and whether they choose to take whatever you give them and run with it or choose to hire you, you have to be okay with that. That's what it means to give with an open palm. So I'm a huge fan of actually giving entire strategies, not custom ones, but entire strategies, auditing their brand a little bit and sending a video explainer. 10 out of 10 fan of this. Drop a 7 if this one resonates for you and you say, yep, this is what I need. Number 8. Now, this is an interesting turn of events. Clients are starting to get nervous when prices are too low. And you may say, well, not the people I've talked to. Okay, then you may not be talking to the right people currently. Your dream audience, they are actually going to look at your prices and determine whether or not you are legit based on your pricing. That's not every business owner. An important note, feel free to like drop a star if this one resonates with you or drop a yes if you've ever experienced this. Not every client is meant to be a dream client. Not every client can afford the services that you want to provide. And that's okay. Not everyone's meant to be your client. Now, this was a game changer for me because I used to literally kind of sit back and be like, how come these people are turning me down? When the truth is, I didn't realize that clients that make under $500,000 per year oftentimes have a difficult time hiring freelancers. Not all of them, but many of them, because they aren't at the place yet where they've set up specific and consistent paychecks. They haven't planned out their savings, their emergency savings for their business. They haven't gotten into the stage of like serious investing into their business. They're kind of even still operating more as freelancers, if anything. So I am a huge fan of recognizing that your prices need to be at least $1,000 per month to be taken seriously within the types of clients that you actually want to work with long term. Drop an 8 if you needed that one. Number 9, clients are not as willing to sign long-term contracts as before. And that's mostly because We have no clue what's going to happen a month, 6 months, 12 months from now. So, one simple shift that is going to change the game for you is go month to month and wow them every single month. You may say, but Rachel, I have a contract. Well, here's the truth. The truth is, contracts are increasingly difficult to enforce, especially if you're across different states or across different countries or overseas. You want to recognize that most of the time, yes, a contract can be ironclad, but is it really worth going to small claims court for just a couple hundred or just a couple $1,000s? That's a lot of energy, time, lost revenue potential. And while you can get into that mindset of like lawsuit and enforcing contracts, I'm a bigger fan of just recognizing that generally speaking, most contracts only lock in people who are honest and good for their word. So 10 out of 10, I recommend not counting on your clients being there in 3 or 6 months, but instead continually filling your pipeline and recognizing that even if everything is going absolutely perfect, there's a good chance that some clients are going to say, you know what, we decided to bring this in house. You know what, this isn't getting us the results we wanted as fast as we'd like. And recognizing that month to month, you have to reevaluate and every client just as they're going to reevaluate you each and every month. And by the way, drop a 9 if that one was the one you needed to hear. Number 10, clients are watching you on social media. I just talked to someone the other day, and she shared with me that multiple prospective leads sat and quietly watched all of her TikToks, like binging them nonstop, checking out her vibe, looking at her good content, her bad content, and everything in between before setting up a call to talk about it. Now, this is really, really interesting. What I recommend is showing up, giving value, being consistent, and actually building a community. That means actually engaging with people on the social media platforms that you are a part of. So I am a huge fan of number 10, and I'm actually going to be giving some really in-depth, specific challenges and action steps inside of my free 5-day Freelancer Success Accelerator. 100% free. It will be 100% live. I'll actually be there. Yes, I'll say the date in case you're like, no way, it's got to be a replay. I don't think so, but there will be limited replays available on it. So this is pretty powerful. You are welcome to join me inside of this, especially if you say, you know what, Rachel, I kind of like the way that you teach. Awesome. Well, you can get a little bit more of that inside of my Freelancer Success Accelerator, totally free. Steven says it's live. I know he's been there at least probably what, 3, 4 times. So I will catch you live at the Freelancer Success Accelerator. Feel free to ask your questions in the comments, and then my team and I actually look at those questions and I decide what future content to create based on those. So drop them in the chat or in the comments beneath the video, and we will also link to the Freelancer Success Accelerator in the bio beneath this video. Plus, there are a ton of other super juicy resources for you inside of the bio. Hint, 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 wink, nod. Okay, I will catch you guys later. Bye for now.